Yeah, I was walking campus in Freshers Week, met a beautiful girl called Livy. She introduced me to the society that she was a part of, called the Circus Society. Upon attending the Circus Society, saw lots of different performers performing lots of different art forms, and was sort of mesmerised by the experience, and then sort of wanted to engage more. I saw different people perform different flow arts, juggling, circling, hooping, fire spinning. Then I met another person, Charlie, who introduced me to the staff and fire spinning and what that was about, and sort of more the philosophy of the circus. And he gave me inspiration, definitely, out of anybody to perform and sort of engage into immersive theatre. Enthralled and excitement, passion, love. These words come to mind when I had that experience with performing and the staff, and then learning more deeper levels of perception of what the staff does and how it engages and what you can do with it, and how that can also encapsulate other people. Good positive mindset that I'm in when I'm doing it, definitely, and it's a good form of expression. I've got my own unique essence, which I think people get good reciprocation from, and then some bizarre, especially if I've got no shoes on. It's sort of not normal, but not crazy, but just an individualistic character that they might come across, usually because I'm holding a fire staff in my hand and a hippie headband. The commitment came from meeting people, and I guess I had a passion and a love for these childlike activities that adults were performing.
Can you see the recycling bin?
No, I think I...
Nah. Ow.
We can take the LEDs with you, please.
But I was like, maybe I should get that one because it was tiny as well, but it was really sick. Yeah, man.
Ace, you know.
Oh, really?
Burnt my hair, burnt my clothes where they've nearly stuck on me.
I accidentally scratched my face with my own nail.
Also, I had a lot of other introspective and deeper meanings to why they were doing it, and actually the complexity of what they're doing.
Oh my god, there's not enough room though.
Having this beautiful sort of magical essence of childlike thing, that is also nice, so you get to become a child again. I guess balance, juggling, walking on tight ropes, but also surrounded by other people who are laughing and enjoying, who can help you progress and teach you different things.
I heard him say get a job. Apparently we need a job.
Finding a balance and finding a flow, and engaging with an object that you naturally want to, that sort of attracts you. So I guess the set and setting, the environment can also help, but it has to come from a natural passion. Everybody has their own flow, so everybody's individual doing their own thing, but everybody is also connected because they're all achieving their own flow states, whatever that may be. Using it as a tool to help finance my life through busking, I'm realising the value, or at least the value, the monetary value that other people appreciate for the profession. Also, it's meditation, it's relaxing, it's a great thing to spend your time doing, being in a flow state always with your doubt.
some point 2 years ago, there was at least like 10 people in circus. You had 2 unicyclists, 4 jugglers, and with the 4 jugglers, some were juggling as a pair and just passing the balls and the pins to each other. And that's why I started to bring the circus banner, because it will save time people asking, oh, what kind of society is this? They can just look down and just see UKC Circus, just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. Giving the people the chance to see what's on offer, because I guess like to newcomers it comes across as a performance, where they're just like, oh my god, there's these people inside this building who's doing amazing things. Who's the person in charge? But also the person in charge is the person that's having fun themselves. We had a lot of people just think that circus was juggling, and I guess like I was naive at some point where I thought circus is just juggling, until I discovered I'm actually part of the circus. So performing at the front of the audience will help persuade them to come in, because not doing something that's just juggling and me doing a star performance or having someone else do a hoop performance, they're like, oh, that's part of circus? Okay, how many sign up? We had at least like 80 people sign up last year, and that's been the highest that we've had overall, and that's because we decided to change it around by doing a performance outside the Jarman studio, and we just like handed out flyers and performed and said, come join circus, made sure that we were interacting with everyone. But if we were just to like stand there like the other societies, it wouldn't be as effective for us. People would just like, we have less sign-ups, or we have like 50 rather than 80. So in the way that we've set it up, where it's like socializing but doing your own practice, it gives you the chance to have your own headspace but also communicate with friends while relaxing. Once you figure out the whole concept of like people are just there to like socialize and also practice, you can ask them, hey, can you teach me like what you're doing, because I find that that's quite cool. It gives you the opportunity to then try something new, and with circus people don't actually realize that actually improves your coordination and it helps improve your mental health. I like that feeling of knowing that I can do something unique and different while another person's also doing something unique and different and enjoying the music around us as well. They don't have to do the same activities, they can do other circusy things. It's that feeling of like, you know, when you're home alone but you know that you have that sound in the background that's giving you that company. It's kind of that person that's probably juggling while you're doing staffing, that you feel like you kind of just belong in the same room together. Like when everyone came back in September, the first 3 weeks, or probably first month, we had 20 people inside our session, and then I decided on the second week that we're going to do a fire event. So we can kind of show like, this is what we do, this is what you're going to learn after, but we're not going to teach you anytime soon until you actually kind of somewhat master. And we had at least like 25 people show up for that. I make sure that I try and make a constant reminder on Facebook every Tuesday saying good morning guys, or good morning folks, don't forget circus is today at 6 p.m, you know, Elliot Hall. And that itself, like I remember before being president, that itself will give me a reminder, oh yeah, circus is today. Because even like getting on with uni and stuff, you just kind of want to go home, but you don't realize I can actually go circus before I go home, just like forget a little bit of all the things that I've done today. The fact of organising events, I get the thrill of that and meeting new people, but also I like meeting people that like doing circusy things as well, because it makes me feel like I've connected with a family. Difficulties, sometimes like there are some events that I want to organise, but because of our funding, we're quite restricted. So There are other ways that I've decided to get other people included that want to join the society, and that's by creating workshops where they can create their own circus equipment. And if they like what they're using at that point or see someone else use an equipment that they like, then it'll give them the opportunity to figure out if they want to buy their own equipment. Another thrill that I get from organising events in general is just bringing everyone together to have the most fun and not feel like they have to practice circus if they want to. They can just perform if they want to, communicate with other people and feel like they belong in a social group that's part of them. I guess like it's the movement, it kind of looks very artistic, and I'm someone that's kind of like always liked watching ballet or gymnastics, and I feel like not knowing that I was actually kind of part of the circus for a long time inspired me more to look at other artists and kind of develop myself to be better and maybe become professional at some point one day. But at the moment I'm enjoying doing it in my spare time and surprising people with my